Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Today, my special guest is Scott Price. He is a composer with Tom Giroux Music, and his piece on the new festivals list is Over and Under. Welcome, Scott.
Hello, Sam.
This is such a fun piece, and what an awesome opportunity for students to begin to learn the choreography at the keyboard of crossing one hand over another hand. Talk to us a little bit about putting this piece together and the challenges that you built into it when you composed it.
When I sat down and started improvising a little bit, I thought, what if we play around with hand crossings today? The things that I hope sort of are suggested by the piece are at its base a longer metric structure, because it takes about 2 bars to make this thing happen. And so a student is going to be able to experience and feel how a longer metric structure is going to unfold throughout the piece, because it takes time to do that. And also I hope that in the hand crossing that it's not fast. It's a very slow thing that happens in the tempo. And so I really want students to experience how the upper body has to open up in a technical sense to move, and that the hands sometimes move in different tempi. Even though a piece might be allegro or andante or adagio, sometimes one hand is moving, making movements in a faster time frame, while another hand is moving more slowly. So they get used to how these things need to unfold in time with the body movements.
What a cool insight, something that I had never stopped to think about. I love how you've put yourself in the student's shoes and really thought through how that student has to move and kind of deconstructing it for them in terms of how they're going to think about it. What a cool thing. Talk to us a little bit about how you approach that overlapping pedal that's in this piece.
Oh, so when your left hand is playing a bass note and then it's got to move, and it's easy to kind of lose the bass note. So what we're going to do again is I want my students to be very sensitive to the amount of time their finger needs to touch that key so that the foot can actually catch that sound and then they can move. So we do a lot of what I like to call directive words. It's like play the finger, change the foot, let go of the finger and move. So they are choreographing all these movements that they need to do at the keyboard. And then, of course, once they get the notes and the counting and the fingerings down, we can talk about things like, well, maybe since the right hand is there, maybe it needs to finger pedal a little bit to help out the texture. And that opens up a discussion as appropriate for students into half pedaling and quarter pedaling and how we manage those textures with the fingers and the foot.
Super helpful. Scott Price, thank you so much for joining us today. Scott's piece is Over and Under. You can find it at Tom Giroux Music. If you found this useful, please consider giving me one of these and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much for being here today, Scott.
Thank you, everybody.